Look around. Most people are addicted to noise. They need constant attention, endless validation, and the approval of strangers just to feel good about themselves. They follow the crowd because standing alone scares them. But wolves don't think that way. A wolf doesn't waste energy trying to impress everyone. It doesn't chase acceptance. It doesn't panic when it's alone. It trusts itself. And when a man develops that same mentality, everything changes. He becomes calmer under pressure, stronger in adversity, and impossible to manipulate. Today, we're going to uncover 7 signs that you've developed a true wolf mindset. And by the end of this video, you'll know whether you're following the crowd or leading yourself. 1. You become comfortable being alone. Most people confuse being alone with being lonely. They're terrified of silence because silence forces them to face themselves. So they fill every empty moment with social media, music, notifications, or meaningless conversations. But you don't. You've learned that solitude is where growth happens. It's where you think clearly. It's where you build discipline. It's where you discover who you really are without the opinions of everyone else. A wolf doesn't fear isolation. It uses it to become stronger. If you've reached the point where your own company brings you peace instead of discomfort, you're already different from most people. 2. You stop seeking validation. There comes a moment when you realize something powerful. The people judging your life are often struggling with their own. So why give them control over your happiness? You stop posting just to impress people. You stop changing yourself to fit in. You stop explaining every decision you make. Instead, you let your results speak for themselves. Real confidence isn't loud. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't need approval. It comes from keeping promises to yourself. And that's exactly how wolves operate. 3. You observe more than you speak. Weak people speak to be noticed. Strong people listen to understand. The more you observe, the more you notice. You notice people's habits, their intentions, their character. You begin to realize that silence reveals far more than endless conversation ever could. People will tell you exactly who they are if you simply stop interrupting them. A wolf doesn't rush. It studies. It waits. Then it acts with precision. That's real power. 4. You walk away from anything that steals your peace. You no longer beg people to stay. You don't chase fake friendships. You don't tolerate disrespect. You don't remain in environments that constantly drain your energy. Not because you're arrogant, because you've finally learned that protecting your peace is protecting your future. The strongest men understand that walking away isn't weakness. Sometimes it's the greatest display of strength. Not every battle deserves your energy. Choose your battles wisely. 5. You train yourself every single day. A wolf survives because it constantly adapts. You begin doing the same. You strengthen your body. You sharpen your mind. You learn new skills. You read. You work out. You improve your discipline. Not because someone is watching, but because you refuse to become the weakest version of yourself. You understand that every single day is another opportunity to become 1% better. Small improvements, repeated consistently, create extraordinary lives. 6. You control your emotions instead of letting them control you. Life will test you. People will disrespect you. Plans will fail. You'll experience disappointment, anger, and stress. But instead of reacting immediately, you pause. You think, then you respond. That's emotional discipline. Anyone can lose their temper. Few people can remain calm under pressure. The man who controls his emotions controls his future, because decisions made in anger often create regrets that last for years. Power isn't found in aggression. Power is found in self-control. 7. You trust yourself more than the crowd. This is the final sign. You stop following people simply because everyone else is. You stop living according to society's expectations. You begin making decisions based on your values instead of public opinion. Sometimes that path feels lonely. Sometimes people won't understand you. That's okay. History has never been changed by people who followed the crowd. It has always been changed by those who had the courage to walk their own path. Trust yourself, learn from others, but never surrender your ability to think for yourself. Because that's where real freedom begins. A wolf mindset doesn't make you cold. It doesn't make you selfish. It makes you disciplined, independent, focused, calm. It teaches you to depend less on approval and more on your own character. And once a man reaches that point, he no longer needs to prove anything to anyone. His actions speak louder than his words. His discipline becomes his reputation, and his silence becomes his greatest strength. If these signs describe you, comment wolf mindset. And if you're ready to become stronger, more disciplined, and more focused every single day, subscribe to the growth mindset, because the strongest men aren't built overnight. They're built one decision at a time.